All right, joining us right now is Bakersfield women's basketball head coach Greg McCall. Coach, if you can just give us your general thoughts heading into the season.
Well, we're excited about this season coming up. We have a lot of returners. Our top returner, Ty Outland, I know that everyone is familiar with. We have some really good transfer kids that came in from JC and a really good freshman that came in from the state championship team, Long Beach Poly High School. So we're excited about this upcoming season, and we're looking forward to it, and we're looking forward to the challenge. We're ready.
All right, you're the preseason favorite in both the coaches and media polls, pretty unanimously. How do you prepare for the season? Is it any different when you have that target on your back?
No, we just tell our girls we have to play hard regardless of whoever we play and whenever we play them, whether we're at the top pick or whether we're picked to lose. We still have to continue to play hard. We take on each and every opponent the same way. We don't want to take anyone for granted. We don't want to take anyone lightly. We're very honored and pleased to be in this position, but this is something that we tried to prepare ourselves for last year. We wanted to be in that top spot. This is the spot that we wanted to be in, so we're very happy with that. And the coaches saw fit as well as the media saw fit that we should be in that spot, so we're very honored to have it.
Coach, do you feel like there are a lot of teams in the league that have a lot of talent and that are contenders to win the league this year?
Yeah, there's always our conference is strong usually from top to bottom. Again, like I said, we can't take anyone for granted. You can't take anyone lightly because each and every night that you play a conference game, they do a really good job of scouting you. And you have to be ready to go, especially the second time around when you play them again. All the teams usually make some type of adjustment. Whether you win or you lose, they're going to make some type of adjustments to be ready for you for the next time you play them.
Your program has never been at the NCAA tournament. Being the favorite coming into the season, is that kind of an exciting prospect to look ahead to potentially?
Yeah, it's definitely exciting for us. This is, like I said, this is a position that we wanted to put ourselves in. We're excited about it. We started this process last year. We fell short of our goal. Last year, we made it to the WNIT, which was the first for our program as well, too. So this will be the first time for us being in the number one spot, and we want to continue to take advantage of it and make it to the tournament.
However it works out this year, it is going to be somebody in the NCAA tournament from this league that hasn't been in some time or ever in a lot of cases. Is that an exciting prospect for you as a coach of one of these schools?
Yes, that is. And we would love to be the first one to be able to do that, to be able to make history. That's something that we always talk to our players about is making history, and that's something that we've prided ourselves on. That's something that we've always done. Even last year, like I said, that was us making history about going to the WNIT.
You talked about it a little bit in your opening statement with 4 starters returning, a lot of talent coming back. Who are you really looking at to lead the runners this year?
For us, Ty Outland. Without Ty, she's our everything. She takes on the best player on the other team. She's our best defender. She's our go-to player on offense. I'm not saying that we don't have other players to go around, and that's what makes our team so special. Because we do have other players to go around her, and they just can't target in on Ty every single play, every single time down the floor because we do have other weapons that we are able to go to. So and that's what makes her so much difficult for them to be able to stop Ty. Plus, she creates a lot of her offense by playing great defense.
You have 2 daughters who've had a lot of success playing basketball, both collegiately and professionally.
Yes.
Does that family success, does that help with recruiting when you're trying to convince players to come play for you and Bakersfield's the place to be?
Yeah, sometimes it does have a little bit of edge on it. That's something I'm not going to shy away from. I've done a really good job of trying to raise my daughters to be, great basketball players as well as great character kids, and so they've done a great job of that, which is in the long run that has helped, get a couple kids here and there.
Coach, you talked about Tiana Outland and how well she's been playing. Last year you played Utah Valley in the first round of the WAC tournament. Really kind of came down to the wire. It was a pretty exciting game. And she really pulled out at the end of the game for you and showed her leadership. How important do you think that is moving forward into this season for her being a leader on your team?
Oh, it's really important. There are a lot of games, even before the Utah Valley game, without Ty, we probably wouldn't have won some of those games. She does such a really good job of finding a way to win. She's such a competitor that she's going to find a way to win, and that helps us a lot. It helps her teammates because they watch her. They see how she, competes day in and day out, how much she works out religiously. She's in the gym all the time, and she brings her teammates along with her. So without Ty, there are a lot of games last year we would have lost, and now that with the experience of Ty returning and then the players that we have that have just blended right in with what we're trying to do, they'll understand that she's the leader and they'll follow her lead.
So far this year, based on what you've seen in practice, who are some of the other players that stand out to you that can really step up when maybe Ty's having an off night?
We have Deji Vines. Deji Vines does a really good job of stepping up. She's our other leader. She's another fifth-year senior. Alyssa Shannon, our point guard, she does a really good job of taking a hold of a lot of things. And now we're going to put a lot of pressure on our other senior guard, Shaquita Smith from New York. If once her foot gets healthy, she'll be back and ready to go. We're going to put a lot of pressure on her. And then on the inside is Bada Zampari, who was up there, and she's up there right now in the nation in rebound. I think she's like at number 24, leading the nation in rebounding. One of those players that can just relentlessly go get the rebound, as well as she can play with her back to the basket. She's improved a lot. So we have like a really good cast, and like I said, we've got some pretty good recruits that have come in, and they're ready to step in and be ready to take on a lot of the void as well too.
Coach, last year your team had a 10-game home winning streak.
Yes.
What makes it so difficult for opposing teams to play in your home gym?
Well, that's something that you always want to do, and that's something that we've constantly talked about. You always want to protect your home court, and so we've prided ourselves on that. And when we're there, that should be our comfort zone for us. So we make that our home. That's our home. This is where we play. This is where we practice at every day. So we need to know everything there is to know about that floor. We know where every dead spot, where every where every hard spot there is on that floor, we need to know, and we know everything about it and the rims. So we should know everything, and protecting our home court is really huge.
You've talked about it, and everybody in the conference knows about your returners
Yes.
and who's coming back. But can you talk about maybe some newcomers and folks people aren't as familiar with?
One of our newcomers, Haley Ford, from Moberly Community College. She'll be one of our newcomers that are coming in that can play multiple spots on the floor. One player in particular that is, she's not a newcomer, but she's was a freshman last year, was Brittany Sims. She's going to help us out a lot on the inside. A lot of she didn't get to play a whole lot because Bada Bay was doing such a good job, and then with the loss of Melissa Sweat, from graduation, she'll be able to take on a lot of that role as well too. So those two players right there alone. Then we have a freshman from Long Beach Poly that'll do very well for us as well too. So we're looking forward to this group.
How did your trip to the WNIT last year, how did that affect recruiting in the offseason and moving forward? Did kind of having that taste of the postseason, did it give your team a little bit more to strive for?
Yes, it did. It gave us a lot more to strive for. We know with that we fell short of our goal of going to the NCAA tournament, but it was really good for us to be able to have that experience to go to the WNIT. It did help out a lot with recruiting. Winning does help in a lot of different areas. So it did help out a lot with the recruiting part of things. And then, like I said, it just gave us a good dose of what we were looking forward to, being able to have some more experience and get into the postseason play. And this year we want to make it to the NCAA tournament